All right, this is my disk utility manager. Um, it's gone through a lot of significant changes. It has grown and it has been rebranded as Hostscope for now. Um, could always change. I didn't realize how big this thing had gotten to be. I have tried going through, I've tried running through this and couldn't get to the end. I've tried talking about specific things, couldn't get it all out in 10 minutes, so you're not going to see everything. That's it. I'm sorry, it's too big. But for anybody who hasn't watched the other video, uh, I've ran into issues with space and CPU a couple times. I'm getting tired of it. I need to know what's going on, and I'm tired of running back and forth with large language models, trying to hunt down the information I need to know. Because I know what I want to know, but I don't know the commands to get to what I want to know. I was like, okay, why don't I just visualize everything? And that's what this is. um, so there's a lot of data that's made available in different views. Um, a lot of data over time. Um, it's also got the ability to create alerts when things look like they're getting out of hand. Um, it's got a few alerts here of what's happening. Uh, there's also a artificial intelligence that's built into this. So if I go here, say ask Mr. Radar, I could just say, "Hello, friend. What is happening with the server today? Anything to be concerned about?" I can just say ask, and he's going to use a few tools. He actually has access. Um, he's reading the alerts. He's looking at what's running on the CPU. Uh, let's see, concern is sustained system load. The server has 2 cores, and the current load is 2.98. Okay, that is something I need to tweak, because what the current load is actually misrepresentative of what it actually is. About 1.49 runnable processes per core, so work is queuing. Recent alerts repeatedly identified event elevated load, growing swap use, and unusually high memory from Forgejo and jet backup D. So right now there's a backup process of my drive, and that happens every night. It's 12:30 in the morning, so yeah. uh, the latest alert reported swap at 458 megabytes. While available memory fell. That's not a good idea. Process snapshot from 11 minutes ago did not show an active CPU hog, but did show 11 English process using 1.65 gigabytes. Okay, so that specifically is Webalizer. And the Webalizer is processing logs for statistics. And those processes only run when the CPU is idle. So it makes use of the CPU idle time. So there is something going on. Like, this is not as big of an idea that you would think it is. That's not snapshot is not live, so it is evidence, not a verdict. So he's smart enough to know about time relationships and such. No disk emergency and no immediate account level CPU crisis, but memory pressure and recurring load are genuine concerns. I'll investigate Forgejo, Jet Backup D, and the English processes before treating this as normal traffic. And Forgejo, it is normal traffic, but it's not normal. I have a lot of agents, 3 agents running against Forgejo right now. And that is what's causing all of the traffic. And because Forgejo is constantly being accessed, not only by them, but also some build servers that keep running or build agents that keep running. It doesn't have time to clean up its memory or swap or whatnot. Um, and even when I reset the server, it helps free things up a little bit, but it comes right back up. So part of it is like, okay, the agents are pegging the server a little bit too heavily. um, so yeah, I know what's going on. You can also see context here. Uh, what did that happen? Did that just reset? An estimate from the length of conversation, the older part. I didn't realize it was going to reset if I just click that. Okay, so that's an issue. But I was going to say the context will recompact itself. He does have memory tools to work with. So if I go under System, I've got his data. I can at least look at his data. So you can see AI memories are here. There should be a place. Oh, what it remembers. Here's what Mr. Radar. So he hasn't forgotten anything. So can you take a look at the server and remember what is going on? Something about it. So let's see if it'll actually do this, because I haven't actually tested out the memory. So he has access to the memory, but there's nothing going on. He says he's wrote down something. I remember the server resource pressure pattern. Let me see. There we go. Something worked out. Server resource, what it remembers. Let's hide this. Edit. So I can even change his memories. An ample storage, 21% disk use was saying. So there's all kinds of awesome stuff when you get AI tools involved. And the other thing is, can you show me where that is? He also has the ability to navigate me to the proper page. There we go. He just showed me the alerts page of where he found that information. Can you show me a chart demonstrating it? So he's able to show charts in the chat window as well. And I can say, where did you find that? He might be able to navigate me to that as well. Oh, okay, he's not aware of the context yet. That is something that is coming though. There's stuff going on also where I'll be able to tell him, hey, we do have access to the terminal. I have not enabled it yet, but he will not be able to do anything to the terminal. But he will be made aware that the user may have access to the terminal, and he will be able to be told what processes the user or what commands the user is able to run in that terminal, as well as explain to the end user what each of those processes are when he asks the user to run something and send it back to him. Because the main thing is when I'm talking to AI and troubleshooting all these problems, it's the same thing where I'm getting some response from the AI while I'm troubleshooting, and in the meantime, I'm having to look up what some of these commands are that I'm not familiar with, and then going ahead and running them, and then I'm going through and copying and pasting, and it's just a big back and forth. and I would like to reduce some of that, context switching between all these different browser windows, and just have it all happen as one, where it's much easier to deal with. So my time is up. Keep an eye out for anything new with this. It's an interesting thing. Oh, he does, track, how much the conversation costs as well. So that's an interesting aspect to it as well. All right. Ciao.